Couple of days ago, I made a video in which I said that there are going to be two new iPhones coming. First is the iPhone 9, whereas the second is the iPhone 9 Plus. And guys, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you in-depth information regarding this iPhone 9 Plus. Okay, I have discussed a lot regarding the iPhone 9, but there is very less information available regarding the iPhone 9 Plus. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be primarily focusing on the three topics. First topic is regarding its bigger display, second topic is regarding the launch date of this smartphone, and the third is like overall global pricing and the Indian pricing of this smartphone. So guys, today's video is going to be very interesting. So if you like to stay updated from Apple's ecosystem and smartphone world, then please consider subscribing to our channel, and without any further ado, let's get started. So guys, first of all, let me discuss that Apple is going to be launching 5 new iPhones this year. Okay, from which 3 of them are going to be the more expensive variants and 2 are going to be the budget-friendly smartphones. And these 2 budget-friendly smartphones are none other but the iPhone 9 and the iPhone 9 Plus. And the 3 remaining smartphones are going to be the successors to the current iPhone lineup. So guys, you're going to be seeing a lot of budget-friendly smartphones and budget-friendly offerings by Apple. Okay guys, finally Apple is now going to be focusing a lot on the budget-friendly iPhones because it is very obvious. Like in 2014, the iPhone 6 came and that was one of the crazy selling smartphones. Okay, that smartphone sold in the quantity of like 200 plus million units. Later on, the iPhone 6s came. Okay, the people who are using the iPhone 6 didn't saw a sense to upgrade, and hence they skipped this generation, and they're just skipping generations, and just overall it is very obvious. Like if you today pay 1 lakh rupees or just $1,000 for a brand new smartphone, then you're not going to be upgrading that smartphone just less than 3 years. Okay, minimum you're going to be using it for 2 to 3 years, and hence the sales numbers of the iPhones are falling down. And finally, Apple is going to be going to the other side of the spectrum. They are not going to be selling few units with greater pricing, but they're going to be selling more units with less pricing. Okay, they are going to be opting for the budget friendly smartphone technique, and hence they are going to be coming with lots of budget friendly models. Okay, this year Apple is going to be launching 5 new iPhones, from which technically 3 are the budget friendly models. Okay, from this 2 are going to be the iPhone 9 and the 9 Plus. The third is going to be the iPhone 12, which is going to be the direct successor to the iPhone 11, and 2 of the iPhones are going to be much more higher variant iPhones. Those are going to be the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So guys, if Apple will offer budget-friendly iPhones, then the sales of the expensive models will be reduced. Okay, every person uses 1 or 2 smartphones or 1 or 2 iPhones, and so overall, if any person has to buy a new iPhone, he will definitely opt for a cheaper or a budget-friendly alternative. Like couple of months ago, only Apple has launched their iPhone lineup, and the sales of the iPhone 11, 11 Pro are getting in millions. Okay, millions of units are selling globally every single day or every single week, so the sale of it is pretty good. So guys, the iPhone 9 is going to be for the pricing of $399, and the iPhone 9 Plus is expected to be for the price tag of $499. So $499 is very close to $699 where the iPhone 11 is. And guys, if Apple will introduce this $500 iPhone, then definitely people will opt for this iPhone rather than the iPhone 11. So guys, Apple will not very highly launch this smartphone in the month of March, and nor Apple will launch this smartphone at the end of year. Okay, in the September event of this year, Apple will introduce 3 new smartphones, and in that range as well, Apple will not introduce this smartphone. Then the question comes, and that is when Apple will introduce it. So guys, Apple might introduce this iPhone 9 Plus with iPhone 9, but the sales or the iPhone 9 will be publicly available in the month of April, while this iPhone will be delayed couple of months. Okay, they will launch with the iPhone 9, but when it will come out for shipment, that time will be 2 to 3 months away. So basically in the month of May or June, Apple will start the sales of this iPhone 9 Plus, and before only with the iPhone 9, 9 introduced this smartphone. So guys, overall this year Apple is going to be taking lots of risk, and that is pretty obvious because every person has a smartphone now. Okay, that is not the question that you're using a button smartphone or you're using a smartphone. So obviously, the sales of the iPhones are getting reduced. So Apple is not just focusing a lot on their software products. Okay, the Apple TV Plus, the Apple's iTunes programs, and like they are earning a lot of money from software. But if they want to continue in this market, then they need to implement such a ways to provide an iPhone in the budget range category. So guys, now let me discuss the last topic of today's video, and that is the pricing. Okay, what is going to be the pricing of these smartphones? Well guys, the base model of both of these smartphones are going to be of 64GB ROM and 3GB of RAM, and the iPhone 9 is going to be supposedly starting at $399 or 30,000 to 35,000 Indian rupees, and the iPhone 9 Plus is going to be approximately starting at $499, and in India it will be for around 40,000 to 45,000 Indian rupees. So guys, overall both of these smartphones make definite sense, and like Apple will introduce the iPhone 9 before, and then they will after a couple of months start the shipments of the iPhone 9 Plus. So if you have liked today's video, if you like to stay updated from Apple's ecosystem and Android world, then please consider subscribing to our channel, as it really motivates me a lot to bring you like this beautiful content. So I will meet you with another beautiful video. Until then, peace.